Hi, I'm Katie Cleven with Dogs Do Learn, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to train your dog to sit level 3. In this video, we will start to add vocal distractions by using weird words. So before you start sit level 3 with your dog, you want to make sure that your dog can easily sit on vocal command only. So every time you say sit, your dog will sit as easily as if you give him the hand signal. Your dog can still be offering you sits, which you didn't command, which you aren't rewarding for. Verbal distraction training will help to strengthen that part of your training. So you just keep walking into them until they stand up. Once they're standing, you say your weird word. You'll say a word that doesn't mean sit. So piano or couch. It helps at the beginning for them to be 2-syllable words that don't start with S. So ping pong or popcorn. Then it's a lot easier for your dog to distinguish between sit and that word. Popcorn. If they sit, you just stand them back up. You don't reward for that. You'll just stand them back up and say another weird word. Couch. Sit. Good girl. So if they don't sit after you say the weird word, then you can reward them by saying sit, and they get to sit and you treat. Windstorm. Candy cane. Hallelujah. Sit. Good girl. Flip-flops. Sit. Good girl. At the beginning, a lot of times they'll just sit on everything you say, so you'll be popping them up a lot. And then they'll be like, you're never rewarding me for sitting, so a lot of times they'll just stop sitting even when you say sit. So in that case, you'll just go back a level and only say sit and reward for sits. If you need to, the first few times you'll say sit, give them a hand signal again to help them get back into sitting. And then you will move on to weird words again. The next time you do weird words, it will be easier for them because they've strengthened that sit command. The other thing that can happen is your dog just loves to sit and sits every time you say a weird words, and it feels like they're never stopping. Don't be afraid to keep getting them up, and don't be discouraged that it's taking a long time. A lot of dogs, especially if you've worked on sit a lot and rewarded it a lot and practiced it a lot, those dogs will try sitting every time you say a weird word for a long time. As long as you need to. If they're still sitting, just keep getting them back up. So it can be up to 20, 30 times, maybe even more. And in that case, you might pop them up a lot, and eventually they just kind of give up. Right away, they might go to not even trying it once you say sit. In that case, you'll just right away go back to the hand signal and practice it a few times until they start sitting again. And then you'll go right back to the weird words. Once your dog can do one weird word, you'll just move on to 2. So you'll get them up. Bananas. Apples. Sit. Good. Good girl. Break. Flip-flops. Shoelaces. Sit. Good girl. Grass. Wind. If they mess up, you'll stand them back up, but then you start over at 2 weird words. So you'll say 2 weird words again before you say your command. Ears. Eyeballs. Sit. Good girl. Break. So as soon as your dog has successfully done 2 weird words, you can start to mix it up between 1 and 2. So they don't start to learn the pattern of 2 weird words and then I'm gonna sit. Or 1 weird word and then I'm gonna sit. Popcorn. Sit. Good girl. Break. Windshield wiper. Car tire. Snowball. Sit. Good girl. Break. Pizza. Eggshell. Egg yolk. Sit. Good girl. Break. Good girl. Hair. Hair. Sit. Good girl. Break. Railing. Sweater. Sit. Good girl. Jacket. Gloves. Sit. Yeah, good girl. Break. As soon as you can do 1 and 2 weird words, move on to 3 weird words. So you'll say 3 weird words before you say your command. Eyelashes. Collar. Toenail. Oftentimes at the beginning, they'll sit on that last weird word because they're used to your command coming then. White. Black. Yellow. Sunscreen. Window. Blinds. Wheel. Tucker. Mouse. Computer. Screen. Sit. Nice, good girl. Good. Just a good girl. One thing to keep in mind is you don't want to say the same weird word more than once. You want to keep it random and mixed up so that they don't start to think it's part of your sit command. Once your dog can do 3 weird words, you'll mix it up between 0 to 3 weird words randomly before saying your sit command. Footstool. Hair. Sit. Yes, good girl. Break. Blue. Yellow. Green. Orange. Purple. Sit. Good. White. Black. Green. Sit. Good girl. Break. Sit. Good. Break. Pencil. Lead. Pen. Napkin. Tissue. Banana. Apple. Sit. Good girl. Break. You can do more than 3 weird words. I usually stop at 3 because by then most dogs have a pretty good understanding of what sit means. Now you know how to add verbal distractions to your sit command. Click here if you haven't yet watched level 2. Click here if you want to move on to level 4. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below and subscribe. And remember, dogs do learn because their owners can be trained.